welcome one, welcome all. This is Park Pro bringing you FPO coverage of the Canadian Nationals, hosted by Best Western Plus and Quality Inn and Suites, presented by Innova, brought to you by the patrons of Park Pro, as well as PDGA Canada. I'm Gabby Lee.
And I'm Sofia Donnecke.
This is the big Canadian event of the year. Like, exciting.
Yeah, and it's up in Clearwater BC. Lacarya Golf Course is where FPO will be playing round number 1. It's a temporary course. They've done a great job of using the trees on the property, so it doesn't actually feel like classic ball golf. Yeah.
No, I think they did a really good job with the layout. It's the first time they're using this course at this tournament. It was BC Provincials last year, and first up on our feature card is Sofia Donnecke, the one and only, sponsored by Innova. Her fun fact, do you even know what cyclocross is, bro? Sofia, a master of many trades, including things on 2 wheels.
Bikes. I love bikes.
How many bikes do you have?
Oh, I don't know, like 4.
Yeah. Second on our feature card, Lauren Butler, all the way up from Otsego, Minnesota, sponsored by Millennium Discs, a van traveler, dyer of all things, super crafty. I did take away not vinyl, what's the resin?
Mini.
A resin mini from her, and it was beautiful.
And here we got Colleen McInnes from Burlington, Ontario. Colleen's well known on the Canadian disc golf scene and still shredding. And she throws an open bag, so she gets to dye really awesome discs and throws whatever she likes. I always love playing with Colleen.
Colleen is a really good energy, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then finally we have Gabby Lee herself, hailing from Victoria, British Columbia. Gabby plays for MVP Sports, and Gabby is all about the rabbits or the bunnies. If you haven't seen one of her Tour Series discs, they're full of bunnies on top and turned out super awesome.
Aw, thanks. They might always have bunnies on them, but yeah. And this is a stop on the Canadian Disc Golf Tour. So looking at our overall leaderboard, we have 4 of the top 4 playing this event, with 2 more in Kristen Swirls and Colleen McInnes also playing. So an opportunity for some mix-ups here, change-ups, depending on how everyone finishes.
Yeah, it's going to get competitive out there. Hole number 1 is a par 3. It's 325 feet, and you're throwing over the water right off the bat. So the miss here is to fade early into the water, but it is a wide open shot. So you just really have to dial in your distance and trust it.
Yeah, I mean, scary start going over the water, but like you said, if you can get it clear, then you got the baskets away from the water too, so you're not necessarily presented with a death putt, so to speak. Fun hole.
Good morning, everyone, and especially our viewing audience on Park Pro across Canada and around the world. Welcome to beautiful Clearwater BC and the 2024 Canadian Nationals, sponsored by Innova, Quality Inn and Suites, and the Best Western Gateway to the Falls. This is the FPO Division Round 1 feature card. Teeing off first. She is only in her 3rd year of competition, but is already Canada's top-rated player with 29 pro wins, including 4 A-tiers. Sponsored by Innova and hailing from Victoria, BC, Sofia Donnecke.
What a resume. You've been killing it. Like, seriously, at this point even, you know, if we pop into the future, it's still good. Spoilers, but, you know, like, up to this event, you were on fire.
It had been a really great, sort of my first breakout season, so it's really cool to be able to kind of finish it off in Canada with Nationals. And I threw not really a safe shot, actually, because I missed left, and it gets harder to land and bounce the more left, but, you know, it's safe.
But it's safe,
yeah.
State, with 27 career pro wins, including 3 A-tiers, sponsored by Millennium Discs and hailing from Otsego, Minnesota, Lauren Butler.
Thank you so much. Such great energy on the tee pad at this event.
Yeah, like FPO tee off. I imagine we were fairly early. I don't remember, but yeah, we had quite a crew. And amazing for Lauren to come up to this event as well. Like that's a trip. And Clearwater BC isn't like at the border either. Like you're coming into BC.
Yeah, it's my first time meeting Lauren, and yeah, she's an awesome person.
Oh, and she's got this
that's a dime right there.
Yeah, no, that's I mean, Probably one of the best
Next
starts you
on
can
the
probably
tee.
ask for.
She is Canada's third highest rated female player with 36 career pro wins, including 4 A-tiers. Sponsored by She Dyes Her Discs and T3 from Burlington, Ontario, Colleen McInnes.
It's also quite the trip from Ontario.
Yeah, with Canada being as wide as it is, it's a trip into BC. So really lovely to have her down here. I'm so glad she made the trip. She's also just a fantastic energy. So really nice overall card to have at the start.
That's turning, but she hangs it nice and right. Actually, that's a bomb, so well safe.
Yeah, it turns the camera. Very safe.
And she's got an
And
open putt.
rounding out the group, she is British Columbia's third highest rated player, 14 pro wins, including 2 A-tiers, sponsored by MVP Discs and hailing from Victoria, BC, Gabby Lee.
Yeah, Gab.
Yay.
Let's go. In the full-on rain jacket.
I'm ready for anything. It's BC and it's fall now, so who knows? If you're wondering why I'm here, I will toot my horn a little bit. And when this was BC Provincials last year, I did win this event, so I think that's why I was put on feature card.
Oh, no, it's a no-brainer to put you on
Aw,
feature, Gab.
Very sweet.
That's a beautiful flip up, and it turns.
Super flip. And safe.
Oh, well safe.
Yeah. That was my ask on this hole. My ask of myself.
I mean, I missed short in practice a couple times, and it didn't feel good.
Oh, it's there.
Giving it a good little bid. Oh my gosh, that looked close. What are you putting with here, Gab?
That was the Atom, an Electron Atom. Oh,
Oh, there's my
signature
Tour
disc.
Series J.
You threw the J on this hole?
I did.
My goodness, you're so cool.
Thanks.
Yeah, I remember that putt feeling good, so it was a good start.
You know, had a nice flight, but left miss. That tends to be my early miss, early on in the tournament. At least.
Your warm up miss kind of thing.
But then, yeah,
Oh, I cashed it.
yeah.
Yeah, no, it's like you said, kind of a scary hole to start, but not a bad putt to start with. You're not kind of putting right back at OB, not thinking too hard about it. So
It's nice. I mean, there's danger, but it's straightforward. So you just don't miss short, and then pretty safe run. Nice shot.
thanks. Whoop.
And Lauren for birdie here. Beauty.
Yes. Beautiful. Beautiful start. Basically parked. Colleen tapping in as well.
Yeah. So 1 birdie, 3 pars.
And
Card
we're
is under
off.
par. Yeah.
Card is under par, yes.
That's actually a fun stat, I think. To like keep track of the card score.
Oh, true, hey?
Around.
I'm going to watch this one again because it was just
Yeah.
the perfect edge.
Nice flex. Great distance.
And she knows it. She walks away from
Yeah.
it. Walking away from the
When you know it's
explosion.
good, and
Yeah.
you kind of want to watch it, but like you just
You're like,
don't
no
even need
fear.
to.
Locked in. All right, hole 2, par 3, 351 feet. We're kind of it's a bit of a gap out into the open, but then you do want to end up into the trees here. So once we get a little closer, it's going to be tucked away. So from my game plan, it was like get out of the gap, get it as far as I can, and then give myself a look in. 351 feet. Maybe your game plan is a bit different. I don't know. Were you trying to get into the trees?
Yeah, so I was trying to throw a faster speed disc so it could hit the trees, be lower, and kind of get a bit of a skip. The basket's tucked in there a little bit, but yeah.
Yeah.
You don't want to be early left. That was the miss on this, or the bad
Yeah.
miss.
Yeah.
And
It's like if
actually, you
could-
see this here where it fades early, and now she's gonna have to navigate a lot of. Oh, maybe not. But at least
she's on the path.
Yeah, there's more trees on that side. to navigate.
No, but it's very true. It did get pretty thick to the left, and I think if you were to the right, it was a little more open.
I'm throwing an eagle, I think. And it turns, yep. So it turned a bit much. I think if I had had something more stable, I would have flare skipped more, but actually not a bad shot.
Not a bad shot. I think you're pin high here. You'll have a look, maybe slightly obstructed by the tree, but I think that's pretty near your
That's a
game
long
plan.
putt for early tournament times. But
No, for warm up, Sofia. Colleen taking the right side as well.
yeah, that looks pretty good. If it gets forward.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Get a look in. Like I said, I'm really playing to kind of get it straight, forward, not fade out too left, not fade out or turn out too far right.
Oh, and it gets that flip up again. Is that the same disc as hole 1?
That is the same as hole 1. I think that was an inertia that I was throwing, so got some good turn on that.
Great line.
Right elevation here, so I had to bring out like my flippier discs.
We'll see 2.
Ooh. That's my warm-up miss, the early left.
Yeah.
Oh, from a knee.
Yeah, so her shot, actually, she pushed far enough that it was a clear look to the basket.
Oof.
All good runs here.
No kidding.
I can't remember if I make this, so let's see.
It's like blasting to the past.
Oh,
Sure
sweet.
do.
Oh,
Oh!
wait, what?
Okay.
I think I do remember this
Do
now.
you? Is it coming back?
Wow. Did I jinx that? Did I go back in time and jinx it?
Maybe. Maybe we did some time traveling and you
Okay.
jinxed it because, I mean, even just now, I was like, that's perfect, that's good, that's dead center.
Yeah. I've never seen a disc catcher do that, actually. They're usually really good.
Hashtag sponsor. Oh.
Okay. This basket's just kind of mean.
Yeah, no.
There's always one out there.
Yeah, and it's hole 2, Lacarya. I am shoving that in,
Yep.
back against the tree. You probably forgot that you had to tap that in because it was like
I was
pretty
like
much in.
picking up my mini to go get my putter. And
Yeah.
I didn't even see what happened. So this is the first time I actually saw the putt.
Yeah, you weren't even looking.
Like I'm grabbing my stuff, gonna like strut it in.
Oh. I hate that. I hate
That's
that.
funny. Some drama on the course.
No.
All right, well, heading into par 3. It's a 260 footer. It's pretty tight. There's a flex forehand line that I like to use, but you really want to get past these bushes on the right that we're passing now. If you miss early, it is quite a tight little scramble to get to this basket. So that's what I meant when I said this is not ball golf, disc golf on a lot of the holes.
Yeah.
Short hole, but it's tricky for sure.
Yeah, and low ceiling off the tee as well. So if you're like me and wanting to do the backhand turnover, it's not as much of a shot as you'd wish. So your pushing flex forehand is the shot.
Yeah, and there's not really any high lines to get over stuff. So that was not great, but I might be able to get around on the outside.
Not ideal. Colleen opting for the backhand.
Wow.
This is the turn you're looking for.
That got through everything, and she has an open putt. So she's pushed past all the tricky stuff. And that's like what you're really trying to do on this hole.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was also opting for the flip up backhand and, well, I hit a tree.
Do you have a wide open approach, maybe?
But a wide open approach.
Not
That's
easy,
the thing
but-
about this hole. It was like all clear to the left, no OB. So if you did fade out or if you did kick out that way, you could still get to the basket.
Yeah.
Lauren is also sneaking through quite well, and she'll also have an open look.
Yeah.
Bit of a bid still, but
Yeah,
she's
she
out there.
challenged that high ceiling, but it seemed to kick through, so that's good.
I may have even gone backwards.
No.
Oh, it's far.
Does it skip? Is that looks in the circle.
I think that's just
This
in
is
circle.
the scramble that I just didn't want to have to deal with.
Look.
But here we go.
This is a cool shot.
It's a cool camera shot.
Yeah. Cool. That's what I meant. I was not. You're like, I don't like this shot at all.
I
You do
remember
get
being
caught
like,
up
I
early.
did exactly what I needed not to do
Ah,
on this hole. But, you know, it's okay.
you're all right.
Do my Toro. You know.
Yeah, you're there. You're there. You got this. Lauren for her 2. Mm-hmm. And she'll be just under it.
You know, a stress-free par on this hole? That's...
Sophia,
I would have been
right
fine with
about
that.
now. I would love that. Oh, just a little right.
Tickling the cage.
Coming in for par.
Lovely. What are you putting with here?
Still the atom.
Oh, did I already ask that?
You did. But that's
Oh.
okay.
I keep wanting to say anode.
Oh, the atom and the anode.
Yep.
Lots of A putters. Canada A.
All right, I shoved that in there.
Yeah, you do. With authority. I'd say putting Sofia is warmed up.
Yep.
Yeah. The baskets are still warming up to you based on the hole 2 one, but that's okay. Beautiful putt.
Yeah, Colleen has like a beautiful, like she just lets her putters float, and like when she's on, she's making it from all sorts of places.
Yeah,
But
so
it was a pretty
that's-
good vibe on that card. We were having a good time.
It was really good. So I think that's 2 holes in a row where we've played 1 up on the card, and off through 5, 6 holes, 3 holes, we have Allison Radich from Vancouver, who's 2 down. Jordan shortly behind, 1 down with Taylor and Julie, and we have 3 of our lead. Oh, there's the lead card right behind. But
No.
even through 3,
Yeah.
we're making our way. We're getting warmed
Not
up.
too shabby. We'll heat up more. But looks like the whole field's playing pretty good so far.
Pretty good. That's what was really nice about this course, is it was very scoreable.
It was designed for FPO.
Yeah. So hole 4, par 3, 235 feet. We're actually up against the property line here. So on the left is quite thick. It's low ceiling and it is a left to right shot. So another great forehand. Although you do have a squeaky backhand shot gap if we were to rewind and take a look at it. But there's, I think, the very clear left to right shot. And then there was I'm a backhand player. I'm going to see what I can do on the right side
This
shot.
course taught me how to throw a sidearm.
Okay.
My sidearm was
okay.
so dialed after this event.
Yeah. So yeah, you can see it, and Colleen is going for it, and she does it. She does it.
That is such a sneaky
Oh.
line, but she did it.
Perfect execution.
C1.
Yeah. Yeah, so thank you, Colleen, for showing us the backhand line on this hole. I'm trying the turnover.
Okay.
Oh, it was so close.
Yeah.
With a okay kick.
Yeah, I think once you're up there, this is not really a scramble. It's just like an approach, nothing crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what you don't want, is the kick left, the fade left, because it is quite thick. Not OB, though, if I recall correctly.
Yeah. Did
Lauren-
that kick OB?
Lauren does get the kick to the left.
That's the tricky thing about the backhand, is if you smack those trees hard enough, you can get a big kicker.
Yeah, because they're right. It's right there. And now
So
we're
I'm
getting
flexing.
our forehand.
Yeah, I'm flexing my lightweight Halo Destroyer.
Hey.
And look at that. Look at that flare.
See, it's so open there.
It's short, but it's good.
Yep.
I hit my line.
You hit your line. And like you said you were learning to throw your backhand in this, or your forehand in this
Yeah.
event. So, really good.
Opting for the Annie through the gap. I like it.
The flexi overstable entropy, I think
I
it
love
was
that.
at the time.
I don't really have that shot, like the light flex.
Oh.
I always go for the lazy
Even
hyzer.
with the Toro?
No, I just like to keep it on flat to hyzer.
Single
most of the time.
edge.
Unless I'm doing a big anhyzer pan, but
Yeah. Lauren does a really good job of getting out.
Mm-hmm.
You're going for birdie.
actually that had a good flight.
Yep.
That's what I tell
liked
myself.
it.
If I'm not hitting my target, I like try and say, well, the flight was good. Just try and make the flight good.
Yeah, flight was good. It felt good.
Yeah.
Colleen converting. She gets her birdie.
Look at that.
With the sneaky backhand line.
Yeah. And the sun's starting to come out as well. It's such a beautiful place. Looks like
Yes.
All right.
Great par. Great
Beautiful.
scramble. It's
it did play under par on the day, right? Just
Yeah.
slightly.
yeah. 0.07 under par. So people getting there. Nice putt. Good flight.
Yep, making my comebackers. It's all that matters.
That's a big thing, yeah. Get your comebackers. And if the putts feel good, then you're good. That's what I am also telling myself these days. In for par.
All right,
Played
one
it
down
under.
for the card. Colleen snagging the birdie here, which takes her to one down.
Yeah, one down on the
event,
round.
so that's good. I'm sitting at +1, and you're both at even, right?
I think so. I think that's what I
All
remember.
right, we got it. All right, hole 5. It's the first par 4 of the tournament. 570-foot par 4. You're throwing a wide open shot, but then the approach gets tricky. There's an OB line. Is it on the far right side? And then early left. And the approach is really the tricky shot on this, where you actually kind of have to come in from the left side. Otherwise, you're pushing through this wall of trees. So it's a driver shot, and then for me, a forehand approach into the green. But I really like this pin placement in this kind of nook.
It really made you think, because it seems like off the tee you can just throw one as hard as you can, but you kind of want to set yourself up for that approach shot,
Yeah,
depending on your preference.
Yeah.
And I mean, Colleen throws
Smoking
so
one.
far.
Yeah, that's
Lovely.
great.
Yeah. So, backhand, forehand. She has options.
She'll
from
have
that spot.
under 300 feet into the pin for sure.
That looks like one of my flippier discs. I'm looking for distance here. I'm trying to cut off as much as I can. I don't even know if I'm thinking about the upshot yet.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my gosh. Gabby, you're too strong.
I'm too strong. I'm too strong, or it was too flippy. I do. Yeah,
You
that
flipped
one
that.
was.
It had hyzer on it, and it kept
yeah,
turning.
It turned a little too much for my liking, but I got it out there. Lauren
That's
has
great.
got such good control of that disc. That was a smash.
Yeah, she's looking to be in a great spot for the approach. Hoodie came off. I'm ready
Hey,
to
it's go
smash
time.
one. I'm throwing my lightweight Halo Destroyer. I started liking it a lot at elevation. It had a lot of stability for being light, but I did not respect the stability of it.
Did not.
And I don't know if that stayed in bounds.
Yeah. I feel like you'll be in, but it's a little tricky in there. I'm coming quite far out from the right, opting for the turnover.
Way to trust that disc.
Flippy, flippy.
You're parked at the mouth, I think, right?
Got a little ways
a little
to
pinched
go.
up? Yeah.
Yeah. For me, it'll be a little chip in, but had I got the extra distance off the tee, I think that could have got me in there. Colleen has no issue, though.
that-
Getting right into C1.
Oh, yeah.
That's a play. Just
I
get
get
it in
yeah.
there.
Yeah. I think I'm in bounds here. Okay, so there was
Yep.
not an OB line on the left. I misremembered.
It's all good. It's all good.
I had a standstill or a weird run up, but I just decided to throw it at the trees, and I got myself close.
Really close.
Which was the priority.
Yeah, like 16 feet, maybe. Ooh, that's finishing nicely.
These are all great backhand turnovers into the green. I was saying it's a sidearm in, which is what I was doing in practice, but you
Right.
guys all nailed the backhand angle there to set yourselves up.
Yeah, like I said, just a little chip in. Maybe a little, not quite a tester, but. Oh, left again.
That was a bit jabby on my
yeah.
part.
Bit of awkward footing and awkward line, though, with the trees in there.
Yeah, I think I was getting a bit restless because I wasn't scoring yet, and and you feel like you want to
Wow.
be getting those birdies. Oh my gosh.
That was
But
like
Colleen-
a similar jab as well, and it just floated in there.
Yeah, knocks it down from the knee,
From the knee.
from the brush.
2 down on the round for Colleen. Nice.
And
Another
another birdie
birdie.
for Lauren.
This felt like one of the holes that you could birdie. I think that's the other thing too about this course is a lot of the par like 4s and 5s, they were like scoreable, and you wanted your birdie
Oh, yeah.
on the bigger pars.
Yeah.
We got pars, but that's okay. We come back to this course again on the 3rd day of the event, so another opportunity to score on this course.
Yeah.
Alrighty, that brings us to hole 6, par 4, another par 4, 610 feet with very much a dogleg right. So you do want to get out of the gap here. either straight past this tree or fading out to the left. This drop zone is if you missed. No, that's not a drop zone. Apologies. I think it's a short tee pad. No Mando. You just want to get through because your next shot needs to get you over these hazards. This tall grass here is hazard. No, OB.
OB, yeah.
You don't want to be there. You're going to get a penalty stroke. And then the basket is nestled up in the trees here. So I think this one was, at least for me, maybe one of the par fours that was like, okay, I'm happy with par here because I need to get out straight. I need to throw another big shot. And I need to make a putt, which requires perfect execution. But you can see here from the tee, it's a gap. It's a gap.
Yeah, it seems pretty big in practice, but then when you step up on tournament day, hitting that gap with the right angle to give yourself like a good distance to get over that dangerous OB to attack for birdie, it can be tricky to execute.
So like Colleen making out the gap, but with the fade left gives her more distance to get into the tee.
Yeah. But then Lauren trying to get a bit more towards the right, which is the direction of the basket, hits early, and now she's got to get around that corner still.
Yeah.
Oh, and then the one time it wasn't flippy.
Not the miss.
No, but, I mean, left side instead of right side, you might have an angle.
Yeah, it wasn't ideal. I feel like that was like sucking me in quite a bit, both in practice and I guess in this round too. Because yeah, for me, it's like if I want to get there, if I want an opportunity, I need that distance. So now I'm like really playing this hole for par.
Yeah, I was choosing between a backhand J just straight or a sidearm and try and get around the corner a bit. But my sidearm lands a bit short, which is sort of the risk I take there.
But that's okay. Yeah, you got straight. You're in development sidearms, doing good things for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can see I'm pinched.
Man, okay.
And I'm just trying to get out. Opting for something a bit flexier to see if I can pull off a bit more distance.
Yeah.
We'll see.
I think I'm going for a big backhand turnover over the danger. And let's see if I execute it. Yep.
Oh, boy.
I don't know what disc this is, but I think it just sneaks across and I'm good.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think we're getting the zoom in.
Yeah.
You can see the line there. Well safe.
Lauren flexing the green disc.
Saying go.
And it gets over easily. Look at that.
Perfect. Pin high. Yeah?
Yep.
What a smash.
So she wasn't pinched off. She didn't have to pitch out. That's great.
Oh, Colleen as well. Going for
Smashing.
over. And falling right between. That's perfect.
Yeah, it's slightly uphill as well to this basket. So it is quite a pump.
Yeah. I'm going for big distance too. I want to get over.
And you do. You got over.
I do get over. So we got over, and I was actually out of bounds.
Oh.
What I didn't know was that there was a bit of an infinity line. So my bad. Preparing for the tournament, like I just assumed the tall grass was out of bounds, and it was not the case.
Shoot.
Yeah.
I think we all thought you were fine.
I think there was like a moment where like, yeah, like she did it, she got over, and yeah, we all turned the corner and we're like, ooh. Actually, I think I remember looking at Andre and him being like, yeah, sorry. Kind of because he was at the top and he kind of knew and we were all celebrating. But everyone's so far doing a really good job of getting into the green.
Oh.
Colleen in for par. It's a good par hole.
Yep.
Felt like a bonus birdie.
Yep.
Yeah, well done.
I was hoping for a birdie, but I think considering my sidearm was in the ground, it wasn't too bad. It was a risky upshot for me.
Yep, double bogey. That's, yeah, there's an OB stroke in there for sure. Actually, I think a couple of missed putts. Y'all are being kind with the cuts, but I took a double bogey. There was some stuff going on there.
Look at that. All right, so we've got 3 down now as the hot round going in, finishing up the back 9. Jordan's sitting at 3 down along with Taylor, who's popping off. Colleen catching up at 2 down and Lauren at 1 down. I'm sitting at 1 up with Allison, Terry, and then we got lots of ladies at 2 up. But yeah, everyone's kind of going steady and excited to get into the back 9.
Yeah, there we go. I'm off the board, but it's all good. Not quite at the back 9.
Oh wow, we're on 7. My bad.
Time is flying.
Hole 7. All right, par 3, 310 footer, slightly downhill. I'm throwing a mid-range straight at it, but you can come at it from the right side. There's no real danger unless you crank one over. There's a path on the right. It's a fun hole.
Yep, definitely felt like a nice one to just like throw one finally, because I feel like we kind of came out of the woods in a way, and it was just like, oh, I can throw this one. A few guardian trees in the way, like if you're playing for the hyzer, that tree is right there. So yeah, a few options here, but we'll see what Colleen does. Just straight at her.
Yeah, line drive.
Ooh. A little skippy at the end. She'll have a look though.
Yeah. I'm putting a bit of flex on it, and it's safe. She'll have some foliage in the way of her putt.
Shrubbery. Yeah, a little to the right. Yeah, there is a bit of, you can see Lauren like, in the back. Ooh.
All right, I'm throwing a bit high. I definitely meant to throw it more at the target, but it felt good to just kind of throw a mid-range straight.
Yeah, finally. Hey?
Kind of figure out where my body's at.
Yeah, that was a good chuck. And because you're early enough, you'll have an open look into the basket too.
Right. And that's a nice flight.
Yeah, getting really good flip on that. That might be just outside circle, but I'm very content. Oh yeah, this is a little ways away. Ooh, beauty curl.
Under the basket.
Okay,
That's a pretty good bid.
Yeah, really good. I couldn't quite tell from this angle how much of that tree was in your way.
I had to go to the straddle, so it must have been a bit in the way.
Yeah.
Beautiful putt, Gab. Is that
Thank
C2 right there?
you. Actually, I don't know. It's either had a really good drive and I'm in C1 or had a really good putt because I was in C2. But either way, this felt like, I don't know.
That looked great. That was a long putt.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes. Beauty. Another great putt.
2 good putts.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Showing off those muscles.
And tap in pars. No harm done.
No harm done. Fun hole. Like I said, just letting her loose.
Yeah. Now check out this.
Ooh.
Perfect.
Ooh, high middle.
Mm-hmm.
Look at me go.
Those are always the most satisfying when you hit so many chains and it just drops straight down. Look at that dance celebration.
Okay,
Yeah,
that was the
you just set her up for her
Colleen's.
putt.
Yeah. All right, I remember that a bit. Okay, hole 8, par 4, 456 feet. Little bit left to right, kind of coming out. It's subtle as the drone is flying, but a few trees in the way that you're going to want to get through. You don't want to miss right. There's a good clump of mini forest on the right that if you overturn or if you're early on your forehand, you're in there and it's tough because you also have this hazard long to consider on your upshot. So the further you can get out, the easier that upshot becomes. But yeah, here's that gap. It's sneaky.
It is. Colleen getting some turn. And she'll have a wide open approach.
Yeah. No, that's fantastic. Really felt like getting out of the gap clean was key on giving yourself an opportunity for birdie here.
And getting that turn. You got through it. What's it like over there?
That's that shrubbery and tree little forest
okay.
that I was talking about. I didn't want to overturn it that much because it will be obstructed to get to the green, but we'll see. We'll see.
Getting some turn on that.
Ooh, maybe hitting a bit early.
Okay.
Because that comes out.
No, she's by Colleen, so
Yeah. Good result, for sure.
yeah.
Purple? Destroyer?
Good
Perhaps?
question. I think
Your bag
so.
has changed so much already.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I
Oh.
forgot that.
Okay. Yeah. Early left.
Was a driver. Missed early left, but I think I'm going for a park job now.
You know what? I'm just going for it.
I was getting a little tweaky at this point, I think. But,
mean,
you know, it's safe.
Yeah. And a safe bid, too. You're not looking at hazard. So no, that was a smash.
Thank you.
Okay, Lauren, not
Barked.
scared of the hazard.
Yeah, the basket is close to the hazard, so you don't want to have a long putt at the basket either. So you want your upshot to kind of get close to the bullseye.
Not like that. Ooh. No, that was not it. That was not it.
Colleen with a simple up jump putt, and she'll have a longer putt.
I'm doing the same upshot again. Should have done this the first time.
Fix it.
Oh my gosh.
Sit. Yep.
Okay.
Well, you don't have to worry about the hazard on the next shot. so-
Don't.
Good flight.
Good fight. Good fight.
I hope I told myself that.
I hope so. You can see it in your eyes. You're like, I want this. I need this.
Oh, that I thought that was gonna drop in.
Yeah, really good bid.
Yeah.
Ooh. Coming up short on par. I'm going to come and just get that out of the way. Made things really hard on myself for this hole. Turn her over, short upshot.
Yeah. I mean, number one priority is getting out that gap. Number two priority is having an open look at the basket. You got out the gap.
I got out the gap, but I didn't. Yeah.
You made yourself a new gap.
I mean, but all good. That's the trouble you can get into onto this course.
Yeah. Hole number 9, I think this was one of my favorite holes on the course. It's a 680-foot par 4. You're throwing a left to right shot off the tee. I'm going with a big backhand flippy driver. And then the basket is sort of tucked in behind these trees in a bowl. Yeah, so I think I was going with a sidearm approach. But yeah, there's also a pond on the left, so
Yeah,
lots
so
of fun things.
Lots of fun things. It was a good one. It was really tucked away in there. So you had to either choose, am I going to approach this from the left? Am I going to approach it on the right? But yeah, this first shot is a fun one.
I did not mention there's an OB line on the left, so if you're going for the high turnover, you do not want to mess with that left side. But Lauren overturns it a bit, but gets a friendly cut roll. She should be okay for the next shot. She should be wide open.
Yeah. Yeah, going for the high turnover is just don't overturn it into the trees. But if you're getting past the tree, then you have an open look.
Yeah, this is like the first big distance turnover shot on the course. Mm-hmm. And
Ooh,
Lauren
really nice.
or Colleen gets up there to the is that a short pad?
I think
Yeah.
so.
It's a good spot.
So what are you throwing for your flippy backhand?
I believe it's my Echo Star Destroyer.
Ooh,
Yeah. And that one felt pretty good.
it looks good. Holy smokes. Panning out beautifully.
Starts to pan out, gets some scoot. So I should have a reasonable approach.
Barely see it in the distance there. It went so far.
This Insanity?
Yep.
Oh, the Gabby nailed it. That's a great shot.
Thank you.
Look at that pin. Yeah, right up there at that tee pad.
Yeah, no, good spot to be.
Such a fun shot to execute.
Yeah. So yeah, we're going to that clump, the dark clump of trees on the left there.
Yeah, the basket's still a good little ways past it.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yep. In the open.
Yep. Oh, you're attacking from the left side.
I know, I'm watching this now.
Going
I'm like, am I
through.
going left?
All right, you got a putt.
Yeah, I think I punched through most of the trees. Ideas to get around them, but going through, not terrible either.
Yeah, the backhand approach. That's tricky, but Colleen nails it.
Ooh. Yeah, really good. Just at circle's edge.
Yeah.
Maybe a bit inside.
Mm-hmm.
Lightweight destroyer? Or Cayman? Ooh.
I'm not going to answer that because I don't remember
I'm not.
what disc that is.
Refrain.
But it looked like it flew like a Cayman. So.
Yeah. I don't see the halo on it. Like it looks like a Cayman. I did clear out quite a bit.
Oh, good bid.
Thanks.
For
Good
the birdie.
flight.
Yeah,
Good flight. Come
Do
on.
it.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
She was all over the basket.
Her putter's lighting up right now.
No kidding. That's a great birdie to get. This is for Bird as well.
Yes.
Oh,
I had good
good
pace.
flight.
Yeah, pretty good.
Good pace.
It had good pace.
Really good pace.
The amount of pace you want to put on something that you know is going to go in. But
Yep.
luckily the basket is in a bowl, so I feel like it feels good to putt hard at it.
Yeah, you had like 5 feet to come back
Yep.
from.
No harm done.
Despite the
I
pace?
got another par.
I'm in for my par as well.
No harm done. It's more practice strokes for
There
later
you
on.
go. It's a long tournament.
Yeah.
Lauren with the bogey after missing her putt, but that's all right. And that's 9. We're finished off
That
9
wraps
here.
up the front 9.
And we're gonna rewatch this beautiful putt to kind of just send us off into the back 9.
Yes.
Look at this.
Yeah, Colleen was having a good day here.
Yep, a beautiful welcome to BC. Starting out hot. Ooh, chase card check-in.
All right, so Taylor, track athlete from Oregon, throws bombs.
Yeah.
Distance record holder or the winner of the U.S. Distance Championship.
This is up on hole 11, so we're popping it forward a little bit here.
Yeah,
Jordan, Bernala Moens.
one of the Moens is.
Also having a incredible round.
Yeah.
Oh, this hole. I remember this. We'll get to it, but it's a tough green to get into. Oof.
Nice floaty bid.
Oh, is she gonna make this?
Perhaps. Okay.
Oh, okay. No, it's this one. Yeah, we'll get to it. I remember it's a tough one to get into. If you're getting your par here, you're probably content.
Yeah. But yeah, sitting at 4 down for Taylor and Jordan at 2 down. So they're leading. Are they leading the tournament?
They were at our last check-in. I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure. I think they were tied at the time. This is another great forehand hole.
Yeah, tunnel shot.
If I know Jordan well enough, that's her vector.
Yeah.
Catching some trees.
She's dangerous with that
She's
vector.
dangerous. Yeah, being an out of production disc, I'm pretty sure she's the only one I know who throws it, but she does magic with it. Kristen
Beautiful
Swirls from
straight
Alberta. Yeah, she got really squeaky clean in there. Oh,
Top band.
yeah, catching the flag. Great drives, though. a little left. So this card walking away with par, 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 and at the end of 9, we have a two-way tie at the top between Colleen and Taylor at 4 down through their rounds. Jordan, Lauren, Allison following up. Sofia, you're there as well. And I'm holding on. I'm holding on.
Yeah, we still got a good spread.
Yeah.
And I got to check out the waterfalls. Clearwater is just a magical place, especially when we got to be there in the early fall, late summer. Just so much beautiful scenery, so much to do after the rounds. So it was just such a great week.
It's like, it's BC golf in there, so it felt like quite a treat. Beautiful weather, but thanks for tuning in. You're gonna want to hold on, just like me, for the rest of this event because we got back 9 and 2 more rounds after this.
Yeah, be sure to like and subscribe and share with your friends, and thanks for joining us.